Hello, good afternoon. I'm Tony Gubber. Welcome to one of the defining fixtures of this season's npower Championship. As third in the table, West Ham entertain Reading, who are 1 point ahead of them in second place. Well, victory for either side this afternoon doesn't guarantee automatic promotion, but with 6 games left after today, the 3 points at stake here could help decide who wins that £50 million ticket into the Premier League next season and who faces the lottery of the playoffs. Well, when these teams met at the Medeski Stadium in December, it was a fiery affair, with 2 West Ham players sent off and Reading winning 3-0. All the goals and the 2 red cards coming in the last 25 minutes. John Medeski, the owner of Reading, although he's now passed on the club to Russian owners, and the Hammers bubbles blowing around this stadium here, the bowling ground, although still commonly known as Upton Park, and it's a perfect afternoon for what will be an absolutely absorbing fixture. Both teams, of course, still have a chance of winning the championship. They're 5 and 6 points adrift of the leaders, Southampton, respectively, but it's automatic promotion that they want to secure first. Chris Foy, the referee this afternoon, leading out the 2 teams. And that familiar chorus of "I am forever blowing bubbles." 2 teams who've been in the Premier League in recent seasons, now striving to get back there. West Ham, of course, relegated at the end of last season. Reading have been out of the top division for 4 seasons in a row. Well, here's the team news. West Ham have home advantage, but they've drawn the last 5 league matches here. Abdoulaye Faye is at centre-back after being injured against Peterborough in midweek. Joey O'Brien is out, so Julian Faubert stays at right-back. Ricardo Basté is the second striker, with Carlton Cole, who's only scored 1 goal in the last 16 games. The lineup will be 4-4-2. Mark Noble in midfield with Kevin Nolan, who's netted 10 times from an advanced position and is the team's top scorer. Reading are the Championship's form team with 10 wins in the last 12 league games, and they have Jason Roberts back after a hamstring injury. He's scored 5 goals in 11 appearances since arriving in January. Otherwise, Reading are unchanged from the team that beat Blackpool 3-1 last week. They'll line up. Well, they also go 4-4-2. Joby McAnuff, an ex-West Ham player, and Jimmy Kebby will be the wide men, providing the service to the 2 front men, Hunt and Roberts. Despite Reading's success this season, no one has scored more than 7 goals as yet. Sam Allardyce, who's been in charge here at West Ham since June of last year on a 2-year deal, taking some criticism from the fans about his style of play, but says that his style is to win games. And Kevin Nolan, of course, who played for Sam Allardyce up at Bolton. Brian McDermott, who's worked a little miracle at Reading, got them into the playoffs last season where they lost in the final to Swansea. Poor start to the season, but they've hit form at the right time. 10 wins in the last 12 league games. And is this the afternoon when Carlton Cole is going to rediscover his goal-scoring touch? No doubt that Jason Roberts has been an influential figure for Reading. Great experience, and 34 years of age, a Grenada international, now in his 15th season as a professional, and he's had a big impact since his arrival. And a warm handshake between the 2 managers. Let's hope it's the same at the final whistle. McAnuff is the captain for Reading. Kevin Nolan captains West Ham. Joby McAnuff, who was a West Ham player, made 13 appearances in the Hammers colours and scored 1 goal back in 2004. Well, the atmosphere is as good as you would get at a playoff final, and in a way that's what's at stake. The winners here will back themselves to go all the way and take one of those 2 automatic promotion places, presumably behind the high flyers Southampton. Chris Foy is the man in charge. And so loud is the chorus of "I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles," they could be hearing it in Reading. It's going to be Reading to kick off, attacking the goal to the left. Well, West Ham are unbeaten in their last 11 games, but only 4 of those have been victories. 7 of them have been drawn. And Reading have won only once here at West Ham, and that was a Premier League fixture back in 2006 when they were victorious by 1-0. Faubert will take this throw for West Ham into Carlton Cole, who didn't control it. And maybe an opportunity perhaps here for Tompkins to give his goalkeeper a touch, but no, there's a bit of a wind blowing from right to left, and that helped to carry the ball out. And Jason Roberts looking lively. Scored 167 goals in his career so far. Just over 450 appearances. 23 is Ian Hart, something of a veteran now. Here's Legiot Wood stepping in strongly, holds off the challenger Faubert and wins the throw-in. Had a attempted clearance, and that's not gone out. And finally Faubert has to hoop it into the crowd. There is a swirling wind which may cause a few problems. Gives Reading a throw, tight to this left side corner flag. Maybe an early chance here to get a ball into the box. Ian Hart will take the throw. And that's going to be a goal kick. Hit the back of Ian Hart. Well, West Ham's defeat at Reading earlier in the season by 3-0 did leave a nasty taste in the mouth of the West Ham players. It'll be interesting to see if any of that spills over here this afternoon. Kebe of Reading was the player who particularly incensed the West Ham players. Forward by McCartney. It's an opportunity here for a cross. It's gone out. It's going to be a goal kick. And Matthew Taylor, one of several players who've been sent off this season for West Ham, headed on by Noel Hunt. Nobody's really got the ball under control as yet and played any football on the ground. It's launched forward for Carlton Cole to challenge for, and final touch was off Kaspars Gorks, the Latvian international captain. Well, he's now at his 7th club, Sam Allardyce. Previously been at Blackpool, Notts County, Bolton, Newcastle and Blackburn. But he's taken a bit of stick from the fans. Well, one in the air by Tompkins. Headed out by Faubert. West Ham haven't really got the ball on the ground as yet. It finds its way up to Carlton Cole. Played it behind Taylor. Here's Kebe, who's booed and tackled strongly, and that was the first indication perhaps of memories of that defeat at the Medeski in December. Don't think any of the West Ham players will hold back when the chance comes to tackle Kebe. And here's Vastey. Spread wide to Faubert, pushing on from fullback, and didn't get an opportunity to control it. But he's likely to get booed every time he touches the ball. Kebe, a Mali international. Headed down by Faubert, and Fay with enough on that to get it back to give Robert Green a touch. And West Ham have only suffered 3 home defeats at the hands of Cardiff and Ipswich and Burnley, but they've drawn far too many. The last 5 have ended in draws. Roberts dispossessed. Here's McCartney steaming forward. The referee waited and checked with his linesman on the far side before deciding it's a Reading ball. Cummings with the throw for Reading. Again, it's a long ball from the back from West Ham, a style of play that hasn't impressed some of the West Ham supporters. It's played out wide. Driven in low, and a glancing header and a wonderful save, but not the follow-up, and it's Carlton Cole, won in the last 16 games, but it's taken him less than 10 minutes to open the scoring here. After Adam Federici had made a superb save. Well, it's the best attack so far. It was driven in low, and it was a glancing header from Kevin Nolan, which Federici somehow managed to claw away, but Carlton Cole was onto the loose ball, and it's into the bottom corner, and West Ham lead Reading by 1-0. Well, if you wind that back, it was a long ball, hoofed from the back, but West Ham got possession of it, and it resulted in a goal. And the referee's just having a word here, just quietening things down. I didn't really see what happened, but something after the goal had been scored which caught Chris Foy's attention. An early setback for Reading. Well, if West Ham do go on to win this, they'll leapfrog over Reading and move on to 75 points, 2 ahead of them. And looking at the remaining fixtures for these two teams, it would appear that West Ham have the slightly easier run-in to the end of the season. Taylor couldn't get to it, but Reading under pressure in this opening to the game have put it out for a throw-in. And McCartney will take it into Kevin Nolan. This is Carlton Cole. Still Reading haven't got it clear. Faubert waits on this right side. Here's O'Neill. This is going to be a West Ham throw, despite the protests of the Reading players. Faubert will take it. Tries to search out Carlton Cole, who's flicked his header into a good area, but no West Ham player there. Federici slipped as he kicked that one. And now Noel Hunt's fallen as well. Here's Vasté. Didn't get the better of Ian Hart, but it'll be a throw to West Ham. Vasté was ready to take. Faubert back to Vasté. Left foot cross. It's almost too high for Cummings. Would have been perfectly placed for Matthew Taylor. Carlton Cole, surrounded by Reading players, but he squeezed it out wide. Here's Leisure Wood, and Reading can't release the pressure at the moment. Here's Leisure Wood. McAnuff. Hart gets rid of it quickly. Noble across to McCartney. Here's Taylor, here's McCartney again. This is Mark Noble, the West Ham's longest serving player in central midfield, although he's still only 24. Here's Vasté. Hart's header, attempted clearance by Gorks, didn't succeed, and a ball back to Adam Federici just to take the steam out of West Ham. Flag's gone up on the far side, offside against Noel Hunt. Well, Reading came into this game with the best defence in the Empire Championship, only 34 goals conceded, but that's an early one to leak. Well, it was from a throw-in that followed that long clearance downfield. And a really great cross in that took a glancing header from Kevin Nolan. And Carlton Cole picking up the pieces. Leisure Wood opts for the back pass. It's won by Fay. Vaz Tê on the chase. Some questioning looks from Jason Roberts, a little tangling there with Abdoulaye Faye. Chris Foy having none of it. Well won by Cummings. Here's Noel Hunt with a little bit more space than he's had earlier, but unable to bring the ball under control. Again, Jason Roberts tangling with Abdoulaye Faye, and again he looks questioningly at the referee, but doesn't get the response he wanted. Forward by O'Neill, kept in by Hart. Good play by O'Neill. This is McCartney. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, the worry was that West Ham's home form might deny them that automatic promotion place behind Southampton. Only 5 points from a possible 15 in the last 5 home games. Sam Allardyce knows that they need all 3 today. Well won in the air by Tompkins. Noble with the header. Well, Reading just haven't got going as an attacking team at the moment. Cummings coming in from the back. Didn't concede a free kick. Here's Hunt. Kebe. You always know it's Kebe, and he's been fouled, and that may be a mistake for West Ham. They're keen to get into the face of Jimmy Kebe, but if they start conceding free kicks because of that, it may backfire on them. And it's a free kick now, and it's probably the first chance Reading have had so far to deliver a ball into that penalty area. Well, Ian Hart with that sweet left foot will swing this free kick in. Corks is forward from central defence. That's right under the bar, but it was also right into the arms of Robert Green. I just feel that West Ham can't afford to concede free kicks in and around their penalty area too often. Here's Noble to McCartney. Taylor on that left flank. Here's Mark Noble. Finds Vaz Tê. It's still West Ham who are playing the sweet football. Faubert picks out O'Neill. Vaz Tê. Noble. Vaz Tê. And in the end, it's come to nothing. A spell of possession. Well, maybe Sam's players being a bit too clever around the front edge of that Reading penalty area. Would have wanted to see the ball delivered in. It's flicked on by Noel Hunt, and he's found Roberts. And Carlton Cole on the chase. Takes it back from O'Neill. Here's Noble. Here's McCartney. It's all West Ham in these opening quarter of the match. Nolan spins away. Here's Leisure Wood for Reading. This is McAnuff. Haven't seen much of him yet. Here's Noel Hunt to Kebe. This is Cummings. Here's Noble to Gary O'Neill. And now Vaz Tê. That's a poor touch. Gawkes. Here's Leisure Wood. This is Noble. Just ball spending a lot of time in the air. And this is West Ham's throw. Here's Nolan to Taylor. This is James Tomkins, one of the youth products who've come through to the West Ham first team. Over the top by O'Neill, but too much for Vaz Tê to chase. Kebe loses possession. Nolan leaves Kebe on the floor, which delights the West Ham supporters. Now Vaz Tê trying to get away from Hart, but he's shown too much of it to the fullback. Federici living dangerously. Hunt gets the flick on, steered back comfortably by Tomkins. Well, it's still early days, but West Ham are looking comfortable in defence. It's Reading who are having to soak up all the pressure. McAnuff. Roberts tries to get away from Tomkins. And comfortably dealt with by Abdoulaye Faye. Leisure Wood using his strength. And this Gawkes for Noel Hunt, but it didn't get the better of Tomkins. Carlton Cole. It's going to be a free kick. And one or two players lying prostrate. It's that sort of an afternoon, fully committed in the challenge, with that cold, swirly wind and so much at stake. It's definitely an afternoon for maximum effort. Chipped forward by Caracan, and he's found Kebe into Roberts. Oh, and he's fallen to Noel Hunt. He must. Great block by Tomkins on the line to deny Reading, and here they come again. Well, that's gone behind. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, it's Reading's first chance, and it comes after almost 20 minutes or so of relentless West Ham pressure. Kebe with the ball in. The defender didn't clear it. It was Faubert who failed to get it away. And then the effort from Noel Hunt denied by the head of Tomkins. Oh, Brian McDermott turning away in disappointment with a rueful expression. Faubert. And Hart just checking where everybody is, and he's given it away. Here's Vastet. Slides it into Carlton Cole, who tried a clever little flick with his inside of his right heel. Well, West Ham have enjoyed 90% of the possession, but that Reading opportunity a moment or two ago should serve as a warning. Well, there's only 3 teams really now in the Championship battling for the automatic promotion places. Southampton, who are top, and Reading and West Ham are well adrift of the teams below them. But only 2 of the top 3 will go into the Premier League automatically. The other will have to fight on in the playoffs, and Reading have failed in the playoffs twice in the last 3 seasons. Faubert will take the throw. Here's Carlton Cole. Trying to spread it wide, and it needed that headed interception by Cummings. Here's McCartney. This is Taylor. Here's O'Neill. Headed out by Alex Pearce. Abdoulaye Faye getting over the top of Roberts, who didn't seem to jump. Carlton Cole back to Taylor. It's a very decent ball swept across goal, and Federici worried at the moment that that might be dropping in. Was that really Matthew Taylor's intention? It was ambitious if it was, and it wasn't far away. Oh, he has scored some spectacular goals that we've enjoyed on Match of the Day in previous seasons at Portsmouth and at Bolton. That might have topped the lot. Well, he looks unconcerned, Sam Allardyce. And that tussle between Faye and Roberts has now resulted in a free kick against the Reading man. Oh, the referee's reaching into his pocket now. It's taken him a moment or two, though, to come to that decision. Was that a playful smack? Well, there was an elbow which caught Faye, but didn't look too serious. Mind, he looks a tough guy to tangle with, doesn't he? First yellow card for Jason Roberts. Here's Cole. He manages to slip it inside to O'Neill. Didn't quite succeed in keeping it in play. Well, West Ham's recent form has seen them take only 8 points in the last 6 matches. Over those same 6 matches, Reading have taken 13 points. But it's the 3 at stake today that really count. And players are now drawing Chris Foy's attention to the challenge there, which they feel might have been worth something from the referee. And it will be a Reading free kick, but nothing more. There's no card flourished. That's Alex Pearce, who's just retying his boots. Well, he always plays with a smile on his face. Jason Roberts, a very engaging personality, but trying to be a thorn in the side of this West Ham defence this afternoon. And Hart will take the free kick. Didn't take it very well, did he? Here's Vastey, skips away from Hart. There's a break on down the left. Here's Matthew Taylor into the Reading penalty area. Oh, and it hits a heel and finally is cleared by McAnuff. But from a free kick in the West Ham half, taken by Ian Hart, suddenly Reading were exposed. Matthew Taylor, who took it into the penalty area, he pulled it back around the penalty spot, but it just didn't quite reach Vastey, and here they come again. Still play goes on. There's no whistle from the referee. It's a rare old tussle, and Kebby can just get this away. And that still isn't a throw-in. Oh, the pressure is relentless. So too is the drama. And Faubert will get to this, and he's got a good chance to deliver a decent cross. Header is flicked on by O'Neill. It's all a bit desperate. Just listen to the crowd here. Well, there's no lacking in effort from West Ham. They're a goal ahead. What a tussle that was. Difficult to see which leg belonged to which player. Nolan with the header back. Well, there's a great roar that grows every time West Ham come forward, which they are doing relentlessly. Here's O'Neill, here's Vastey. This is O'Neill. Not sure what to do, so back out to Tompkins. And across to McCarney. Here's Taylor. This is the fullback again. Caracan caught his heels, but there's no free kick. Here's Caracan to Kebe, who's won another free kick. Well, if they can get Kebe around the West Ham penalty area, they're going to get a free kick every time. They're all hunting for him. Well, Ian Hart will take this free kick for Reading, but from the last one, it ended with West Ham springing an attack, which almost brought the second goal. It came off the boot of Carlton Cole. It's going to be a corner this time. Roberts determined to be a good boy, having picked up that yellow card. Standing with his hands behind his back, Ian Hart will take the corner. And they've got Jason Roberts in tight on the goalkeeper. That seemed to come off Carlton Cole, did it? No. Reading furious that they haven't got a corner. Looked as if it might have gone out off Carlton Cole, but the officials have disagreed. Well, it was attempted a diving header by Noel Hunt, but Noel Hunt. Inconclusive. It's a long kick downfield by Federici and flicked on by Hunt, and Jason Roberts waiting to pounce. Well, it was Route 1 football. Well, change of allegiance for Wally Downs, who used to be the assistant manager at Reading, now first team coach at West Ham. Here's Roberts, but he's a solitary figure for Reading. Comes out to McAnuff, but he hardly been in the game, Joby McAnuff. Here's O'Neill. Look at the space down that left side. Gary O'Neill to Noble, gives it him back. Now McCartney. Vasté with the header. Oh, directed it well under the crossbar. Easy enough catch for Federici. Slightly to one side, it would have been more interesting. But it's still West Ham who continue to dominate the game. Here's O'Neill, a back pass. Kept in by Kebe. Cummings. Dule Faye throwing himself at everything. Back in the team after picking up an injury. Shouts for handball. Free kick. Well, Reading were in the third tier of English football 10 seasons ago, promoted to the Championship and then on into the Premier League, where they had a couple of seasons before being relegated. Actually finished one season in the Premier League in 8th place, which is their highest ever league position. Headed away by Corks. Back in by Taylor. Here's Nolan. Spread wide now to Faubert. Can West Ham get that second goal before half-time? Finds its way to Matthew Taylor, who drives it in. It came off the feet of the defender, surely. Oh, well, again, the officials have delayed and made a decision which very few in the crowd would agree with. Driven in by Matthew Taylor. Vasté was arriving, but no corner. Goal kick. Well, Reading have got a player down who taken a whack in the face, but play allowed to continue. Noel Hunt rubbing the back of his head. One of the players who are currently on 7 goals for the season, Noel Hunt. Faye just getting the ball downfield. Well, this is the 4th season that Reading have been back in the Championship. Twice previously they've reached the playoffs, and that's a long stretch for Faye, and he did well to make contact because Jason Roberts was right behind him. It's going to be a corner, but it might have been worse. Well, they've trailed by 1 goal from very early in this match, but Reading are more in it now as we move towards half-time. Taken by McAnuff, came off the head of Tompkins. Here's Leisure Wood. Looks for a little bit of support, maybe he doesn't need it. Oh, well, he did, he's lost possession. Faubert to O'Neill. Out off the boot of Ian Hart. West Ham will have the throw. Faubert looked as if he might have waited too long, but he's got it forward here to Vasté, who's turned. Hart, who should have been tackling him, has gone down on his haunches. I just wonder if there's a problem with Ian Hart, the left back for Reading, who failed to make a tackle there and went down on his knees and isn't walking very comfortably. And there's only 5 minutes or so to go to half-time. Kebe tries to wriggle past. Roberts was there, and again it was the redoubtable Tompkins who got in to head that clear. Well, he's 6'3", James Tompkins. He's a big presence in that West Ham defence. No doubt Reading are doing better. And here's Roberts. And I'm not quite sure whether the referee's actually given a free kick here or whether he allowed play to carry on. Well, it didn't really look as if Jason Roberts did anything wrong. He just took the ball off Gary O'Neill, who's gone down and stayed down. He has had injury problems, Gary O'Neill. Out for the first 5 months of the season with injury. And he's been used sparingly by Sam Allardyce. Well, Gary O'Neill okay to carry on. And he'll have to go off the pitch momentarily. Oh, look at this. Vasté was completely unmarked. Reading had gone to sleep. Cole with the header. That's still in play. Oh, what happened there to Reading? Ian Hart looked as if he was carrying a knock earlier and suddenly disappeared. Now Carl Cole's another one to be shaken up. Vasté back to Faubert. Here's Vasté. Chips it in left-footed. Carlton Cole trying to get there. Federici got a fist to it, and the return from O'Neill has gone behind for a goal kick. Well, you feel that Reading will do well if they get in at half-time, only trailing by 1-0, and Sam Allardyce may be disappointed that his team haven't scored more. Well, that's the long ball forward that found Vasté completely unmarked. He wasn't invisible, was he? Reading's defenders just seem to have forgotten about him. Pearce with that long ball forward, headed down by Tompkins. Shouts for handball against McAnuff, who got the shot away, but it was poorly done, and in fact there's going to be a free kick here. Chris Foy is, I think he's played an advantage. And it's going to be a corner. Ian Hart, as ever, will take this corner for Reading into the last minutes of the half. Can they get back on level terms? Right under the crossbar, and they have! And it looks like it's Jasper Korks who's got it. Kaspars Korks, the Latvian international, on the near post for the corner. And having been second best throughout the whole of the first half, Reading are going to go in at half-time at 1-1. Well, he made the second run, and it wasn't really a strong challenge from Kevin Nolan to keep him back. It was over the first Reading runner, and then he won the air in the battle with Kevin Nolan. And that's the second goal of the season for the big central defender, who was part of the QPR team last season that won a place in the Premier League. And what a blow that is to West Ham, who've completely dominated the first half. And maybe that inability to win at home is going to come back to haunt them here. Here's McAnuff, maybe a new spring in his step. Oh. Just what Reading needed, with the half-time whistle about to blow. And it's still game on. West Ham are going to have to come again if they want to secure all 3 points. Flicked in by Nolan. Here's Vastey. Cleared by the goal scorer. Here's Kebe. He's overrun it. This is the fullback, McCartney. Looks like he might need a bit of help. Goal kick. Well, at times it's a wrestling match. And that's changed his half-time team talk. Here's Roberts. Gets the rebound off the body of Tompkins. Here's a chance for Noel Hunt. Oh, would you believe it? Reading are going to go in at half-time leading 2-1. It's unbelievable. And that came out of nothing. Well, maybe some half-hearted defending by West Ham players. And a slightly fortunate rebound off the body of Tompkins, which put the ball back in the path of Roberts. And then Faubert's clearance went straight to the feet of Noel Hunt, and that makes him now Reading's top scorer for the season on 8 goals. And having been second best for so long, unbelievably, Reading lead 2-1. Well, when you look at Reading's recent form, maybe it shouldn't be a surprise. They've taken 31 points from 36 before today. And you've got to be a pretty decent side to do that. Vastey. In by Noble. Carlton Cole trying to get underneath it, and he has. The defender slipped. That goes out off Karacan. It's going to be a corner to West Ham. The half isn't over yet. Well, we expected fireworks here this afternoon with these two, and that's what it's proving to be. Oh, and that's blocked on the line! And a rare old scramble. Here's Faubert. And Karacan can get this clear, but it might have been another equaliser. It could have been 2-2, but the whistle now has gone after a splendid first 45 minutes, with West Ham taking the early lead through Carlton Cole, looking as if they were worth more, but the equaliser from Jasper Korks, and then within minutes Noel Hunt putting Reading ahead, and then an absolute scramble on the goal line in the final seconds of the half. It's West Ham 1, it's Reading 2 at half-time here, and bring them on for the second half. Commentary restarts in 10 seconds.
Substitution for West Ham at the start of the second half. The player who hasn't come out is number 16, Mark Noble, and he is replaced by number 25, Danny Collins.
Well, the two teams out for the start of the second half, and West Ham have been forced to make a substitution. Mark Noble has stayed off. He's going to be replaced by Danny Collins, the Welsh international. Looks as if Collins has gone into the centre-back position and Tompkins has moved into midfield. Tompkins is going to sit in front of the back four by the looks of things. And it will be West Ham to start the second half. No changes for Reading. Well, could this second half be as entertaining and as exciting as the first? Certainly Reading now will feel the wind is at their back, but they're going to have to start defending here. The first throw-in gives George McCartney a chance to deliver the ball into that Reading penalty area. Instead he gets it short and played back, and Kebby tries to bring it away, and then Caracan forward out. It's going to be another West Ham throw. McCartney didn't find Cole. Nolan took a little knock on his ankle. Clear by Reading, but at the expense of a third consecutive throw-in, and just for the moment Kevin Nolan's struggling a bit with that knock on the ankle. I'm sure he'll run that off. McCartney cleared downfield by Kebe. Here's Fay. This is the substitute, Danny Collins, and Fay. And they're going to work it through midfield. Here's O'Neill. This is Vastey. Back to Nolan, who still isn't running very freely. And that's a long chase for Taylor, but he'll get to it. And that's a decent cross into the near post. And this is Kebe for Reading. Finds Noel Hunt in a lot of space. Tompkins in pursuit of him. This is McAnuff. Hart for Noel Hunt. Hasn't quite got the pace in his legs to run that one down. Noel Hunt, whose brother Stephen, of course, used to be at Reading and is now with Wolves. Well, Reading have won 10 times on their travels in the Championship this season. If they win this, they'll equal West Ham's total of 11 away wins. West Ham equaling their own club record with 11 away victories. Last time they did that was 54 years ago. Ooh, that was a harsh challenge there, and it's left the Reading player in a crumbled heap. It was Danny Collins who came out to challenge for that. Well, it's Yem Caracan who felt the full force of Danny Collins just on as a substitute. Danny Collins explaining just what happened. Well, there's Then no great reaction from the Reading players. Whatever it is, appears to have been quite accidental. They're both challenging for the ball. This is a prolonged spell of treatment for Caracan. It would appear that he's taken a knock on the head somewhere. Looks like they're just checking for concussion. Well, it looks as if Caracan would be all right, but he's going to have to come off. Yeah, still looks dizzy. There seems to be some uncertainty about whether he's going to carry on. Brian McDermott just checking that he is going to return. Well, he certainly wouldn't want to leave this fray willingly. Here's Roberts. He's battling away and enjoying every minute. This is McCartney. Cole with a cushioned header finds Nolan. This is Leisure Wood. That's it nicely into the path of Jason Roberts. Oh, well. Roberts already apologising. He looked as if he was trying to run across the back of Danny Collins, and their feet have got entangled. Tompkins plays it forward. Here he is again, now playing out of the back four. This is Fay. Venturing over the halfway line, picks out Matthew Taylor, slides it nicely into the path of McCartney. Kebe came in with the challenge, and Caracan is now back on for Reading. They're back up to a full 11. Vaz-Tey was there, but that came off the head of Ian Hart. It's going to be a West Ham corner. Well, will Reading defend at this corner better than West Ham did in the first half when Gawkes got the equaliser? Taylor swings it in. It's a very deep, and it's gone straight behind for a goal kick. Well, you just wonder what Sam said at half-time about his team's defending 2 goals in a 3-minute spell just before half-time to rub out that opening goal by Carlton Cole and give Reading the lead, and he would not have been pleased. Collins to McCartney. Leisure Wood gets a second chance. Caracan to Cummings. That's gone out. Came back off the chest of Carlton Cole, and this is Kebe, and offside against Jason Roberts. Well, after the excitement of the first half, this second half hasn't really caught a light yet. It's been a bit bitty. And Reading won't be unhappy if they can suppress West Ham and keep them quiet. Here's Tompkins in that more forward position now. Well, it was a half-decent strike by Matthew Taylor, but it was never on target, was never going to trouble Federici. Well, Reading are preparing a substitution. Caracan down on his knees, having taken that knock on the head a little earlier, has given it a few more minutes, but it isn't able to continue. So the Turkish under-21 international, who's eligible for England because of his parentage, comes off, and Jay Tab is the replacement for Reading, with Caracan now unable to continue. Player who was signed by Steve Coppell. Knocked forward by Tab. It's Collins. There's Vaz-Tey back deep in his own half. McAnuff trying to get the better of Faubert, but didn't succeed. Tompkins to McCartney. McCartney with the throw. Here's O'Neill to Faubert. This is Vaz-Tey. Noble. Oh, Vaz-Tey. The defender didn't win the header. It was Ian Hart who missed it. Here's Faubert. Lifted in, too high for Carlton Cole. Tompkins in a very advanced position. And the shot was on target by the big central defender, now playing in midfield. Faubert. So an easy header out for Alex Pearce. Now Lygia Wood for Noel Hunt to chase, and he gets to it first. Supported by McAnuff. Noel Hunt. Oh, he went down over the challenge, and it's going to be a penalty. Chris Foy has pointed at the penalty spot. Abdoulaye Faye has conceded a penalty there with a rather reckless challenge on Noel Hunt. And a great opportunity here now for Reading to go into a 3-1 lead. Hunt took the ball away from him. The tackle was late. And Noel Hunt falling down over the outstretched foot. Well, some might look at that and say it was a soft penalty, but Chris Foy, the referee, had no hesitation. And it's Ian Hart who will take the responsibility. Hart for Reading makes it 3-1. What a comeback this is for the team in second place in the championship. Surely securing that position now with a 3-1 lead over West Ham. And having been 1-0 down and on the back foot for so much of the first half, Reading now look in total control. Well, it's Ian Hart's third goal of the season. Former Republic of Ireland international, formerly with Leeds and Sunderland. And West Ham have made an instant substitution. Matthew Taylor is the player who's gone off, and he's replaced by Sam Baldock. So Baldock will play up front. McCartney. Cole didn't control it. Here's Kebe. Well, Ian Hart has now scored 84 goals in a career of over 400 senior games in his 17th season as a professional. What a goal that will prove to be for Reading. A 3-1 lead. Headed on by Carlton Cole. Back from Pearce. That's Tompkins. That's over the top of Gawkes, but the bounce carries it safely into the grasp of Federici. Well, he's got much to reflect upon. Fay, who conceded the penalty with the header out. Well, automatic promotion for Reading seemed very unlikely at the turn of the year, but their extraordinary form. This is possibly their 11th win in 13 games if they can keep West Ham out for what remains of this match. Bit of free kick conceded. It's Leisure Wood. O'Neill is going to take it. That's Federici organising the wall in front of him. Gary O'Neill to take it for West Ham. Stunned to be trailing now, 3-1 down. Oh, and that wasn't a good free kick. This is Ian Hart. Leisure Wood into Tab. Oh, goodness me, where's West Ham's defence gone? There are holes appearing. Well, the West Ham owners, David Gold and David Sullivan, promotion was the target for Sam Allardyce, looking to bounce back into the Premier League, having been relegated at the end of last season with just 33 points, having won only 7 games. It may have to be a playoff battle if West Ham are to bounce back. It was short of Cummings. Oh, that was Tompkins showing his studs as he went in there. Right in front of both managers, but neither has reacted. Here's Nolan. Ian Hart, who got back just to get the contact that's put it over the crossbar for a corner. Nolan with the break down the left. Now Carlton Cole's there. Nolan standing right in front of Federici. There's a Reading head that got to it. And here's Tab trying to keep the ball in play, and he's succeeded. Oh, well, now here's Kebe with just one defender in front of him. Can he at least get a shot away? Kebe, whose legs were taken away from him, and in the end it was the follow-up shot from McAnuff, which has brought the save, and the referee allowing play to continue here. An absolutely tinderbox atmosphere. Here's Tompkins, didn't manage to control it, and another player has gone down on his haunches and slow to get back on his feet. It's Tabb. Headed away by Alex Pearce. Well, Reading don't want to sit back and invite West Ham to come on to them. And still Reading have got a player down injured. Vastey through to Baldock. Vastey, and the ball's going to go out finally. And it looks like Jay Tabb, who's still down, just come on. Well, Jimmy Kebe was the player on the break here after Tabb had kept it in play with just McCartney in front of him. Tried to get the shot away, and it was McAnuff following up who did get the shot away. And it looks as if Jay Tabb is still suffering from the injury he picked up keeping that ball in play. He definitely kept it in play, but seemed to pick up a knock in the ribs. Just come on as a substitute. It may need to be substituted himself. And it's Hal Robson-Kanu who's going to come on as a substitute to replace Jay Tabb. Hal Robson-Kanu, one of the youth products who've come through into the Reading first team, has been on the score sheet this season. And Jay Tabb lasted barely 5 minutes. So Reading forced into another substitution, having substituted the substitute. Tabb off, Hal Robson-Kanu on. Baldock battling, cleared by Pearce, and that's the free kick to Reading. Another tangle between Fay and Jason Roberts, a heavyweight scrap in every sense. Yeah, climbing all over the top of him, wasn't he? Reading have taken the free kick. Well, that's nicely struck. Well struck by Shelby McAnuff. Certainly forcing a full stretch save from Robert Green. Here's Kebe. Roberts just trying to hold off Collins. This is Tompkins. Gets it back from Nolan. This is McCartney. Vastey. Tompkins. Spread wide to Faubert, who couldn't pull it down out of the air. Difficult ball to deal with at chest height. Jay Tabb looking a very disconsolate figure. Spread wide by Nolan. This is Collins. Here's Vastey. Comes back off Carlton Cole to Vastey. Might try a shot from there. Well, plenty of fizz in it. Just direction that was lacking. Well, it looks as if Sam Allardyce is preparing another substitute. Nicky Maynard is the player who will shortly join the action. Here's Elijah Wood for Reading. This is Pearce. Into Roberts. Out to Kebe. Cross is good. Noel Hunt was there. Well, he's not the tallest. Tried to get it with his boot. Cleared by Faubert. Reading will be happy to keep the ball down this end. Midway through this second half, Reading leading by 3-1. And Corks, who scored the equaliser, up again as Ian Hart takes the corner. Defended at the near post by Carlton Cole.
Substitution was tackling midfield number 9,
Well, Carlton Cole, who scored the opening goal, is the player who's going to be replaced by number 8, Nicky Maynard. So West Ham have used their 3 substitutes. Collins to Fay. Tompkins to McCartney. Shadowed by Kebe. Here's Tompkins. O'Neill chipped in. Elijah Wood sweeps it clear and finds Noel Hunt. And finds Roberts. Well, this is what West Ham have got to guard against as they press forward. And caught on the break. They've got 6 back to defend now. Here's McAnuff. This is Corks. Bit of a miscue by the goal scorer. It's a header back to Robert Green. Tompkins into Nicky Maynard. This is Baldock. Vastey is on the penalty spot. There's no Carlton Cole now, but there's no sign of him on the West Ham bench. It looks as if Carlton Cole may have gone straight down the tunnel into the dressing room. Maybe not too pleased at being pulled off. The last touch was not off the defender. Oh, the crowd behind the goal agree with that decision. Tompkins doesn't. It's going to be a goal kick, and he's picked up a yellow card for that. Did look like a corner, but the 2 officials both decided goal kick. Tompkins is cautioned. Headed out by Fay. That's Leisure Wood. This is Kebe. Here's Cummings. This is McCartney. It's going to be Reading's throw. Noel Hunt is now the latest player to be slow to get back on his feet. Leisure Wood. It looks as if Noel Hunt's going to run off that little pull. There's no sign of Carlton Cole there. He's disappeared. It's not pretty at times. Here's Nolan, lifts the ball in. Here's Faubert arriving, tries to drive it back. It's going to be a corner. West Ham are having to scrap for all the bits and pieces. Well, with about 15 minutes left, West Ham know they've got to pull another goal back, give themselves a chance here. Gary O'Neill takes the corner. Vasté with a header! Oh, what a header as well! From Vasté right into the top corner. And hang on, it's not over yet. What a glorious header that was from the Portuguese player. Spent 7 years at Bolton, 4 of those under the current West Ham manager Sam Allardyce. And he's repaid his boss brilliantly there with that header. Absolutely right into the corner, unsavable. It's West Ham 2, it's Reading 3, it's still all to play for. Kebe skipping away from 2, but he's overrun it. Oh, what a finish that sets up. Unbelievable. Here's Vasté, gets it inside to Maynard. Here's Baldock, back out to Vasté. McCartney, no shortage of Reading defenders, but it's only as far as Faubert. Just lifted back in, they all climb, and Federici off his line to gather it in gleefully. Well, you can't question his decision now to pull off Carlton Cole, can you? Vasté delivering his 4th goal in his 9th appearance. It's his best season ever for goals, Ricardo Vasté. He's on 16 in total. 12 of those were scored when he was at Barnsley. Well, his old boss came in for him when he was at Barnsley to bring him back into a big club. No offence to Barnsley. Well, he's very animated now, shouting instructions. Not all of them being heard. Oh, there's a flicker of a smile there on the face of one of the chairmen. Here's Kebe. Down the line for Noel Hunt. Roberts, but there was a player coming in behind him as well. It's going to be a corner. Well, Ian Hart will take the corner, but they're in no great hurry. Chris Foy telling them to get on with it. Ian Hart will take the corner. It was Hal Robson-Kanu who came in behind. It's right under the crossbar. Going to be another corner. West Ham placing the ball for them to encourage Reading to hurry. The ball has been replaced. There are 10 minutes left. Headed away only as far as Leisure Wood. Kept in by O'Neill, but here's Leisure Wood for Reading. Bounces off Tompkins. Played back by Robson-Kanu. Forward by Gawkes. That goes out of play. West Ham will have the ball, but they're deep in their own half. And Reading about to make another change. It's a 19-year-old striker who's going to come on. Kept in by Vazte. Tompkins. Spread wide by O'Neill. Here's Faubert. Too high for Baldock. And Hart got it away at the second attempt. This is Roberts. Here's Robson-Kanu. Nicely done. They've got Noel Hunt in the middle, but he can run into the penalty area. There's Hunt. Oh, if that had spilled out of the grasp of Robert Green. Hunt was waiting. Boy, it's end to end. Can't take your eyes off it. And Reading are going to make their change. It's Kebe who comes off, and he is now replaced by 19-year-old Benik Afobe on loan from Arsenal, a 19-year-old English youth international striker. McCartney will take the throw. West Ham still looking for that equaliser. There is Robson-Kanu who had it. This is Roberts. That's Cummings. Here's Afobe. Put out by Collins. Well, Reading are not hurrying to take any of these corners or throw-ins. Cummins to Roberts. Settles for another throw. This will run off a few more seconds. Here's McAnuff. And this is another Reading throw. Laid back by Afobe. Here's McAnuff. Into Roberts. McAnuff has lost possession. It's been intercepted by Leisure Wood. Oh, it hit the heels. That's Leisure Wood. Oh, that's going to stand. Players are looking across at the linesman, but Leisure Wood has put it into the net, and Reading have re-established their two-goal lead. Well, just for a moment, West Ham's defenders appeared to stand still. I think they were thinking an offside. Leisure Wood, who took the ball, it was slipped in there and it hit the heels of Noel Hunt. The question is, was Noel Hunt in an offside position? They thought he was. Flag didn't go up, and it was Leisure Wood, who scored one of the 3 goals against Blackpool in the last game, who's put that into the net, and now surely the 3 points are heading to Reading. West Ham 2, Reading 4. we're down to the last 5 minutes. Oh, some of the West Ham fans are streaming out. It's disappointing to see that, really, with their team showing spirit and endeavour and at least trying. Well, it's going to need something extraordinary if West Ham are to get something out of this match. And it's going to be a free kick.
The West Ham man of the match as chosen by sponsors Carbon Neutral Investments is number 12, Ricardo Vazquez.
Well, he said he was sick of being booed by West Ham supporters because of the style of play that he's brought to the club. He says his only style of play is to win matches, but it doesn't look as if Sam Allardyce and West Ham are going to win this one. Here's Roberts, and he's got away from him as well, and he's put it back into the middle. Oh, and it's 5. No, the flag's gone up. Noel Hunt looks across. Well, for a moment, Reading thought they'd got a 5th, but the linesman on this near side, on the dugout side, Richard West, had raised his flag. Well, you'd have to look at that again, because there was certainly an agonising second of indecision there before the flag went up. Cleared by Pearce, and now Jason Roberts. He's just got Fay in front of him. Roberts, so he's turned the wrong way, but he's still got it. Goodness me. Well, it's not over yet. Here's Robson-Kanu. Plays it out wide to Ian Hart, who drives it back in, and oh, goodness me, what's happening? West Ham's defenders just seem all over the place. They seem to have lost shape and discipline. Now Baldock on the chase, but he's got a lot to do. He's done enough to get it back into the middle, and it's Ian Hart who's headed it clear. Tompkins. Faubert. Here's Vazquez. Well, they've worked patiently. Nolan's underneath it, trying to direct it. You can see what he had in mind, looping it into the corner. But it would appear that not even West Ham's captain can rescue them here. Knocked forward by McAnuff over the top of Leisure Wood, and foot was high by Joby McAnuff. Free kick. There's 1 minute of the 90 left, plus whatever's added on, and there may be a generous slice of added time. Cleared by Gawks, won by Tompkins, and Reading will settle for the throw. Over the top by Leisure Wood, then moved on by Noel Hunt. Collins has got the goalkeeper available. Baldock looks for the flick on, but it's gone right through to Federici, and time running out. It's over the top. Fierce got a touch. Here's Bastet. Here's Baldock. And there's 6 minutes of injury time to be played. There might yet be time for West Ham. Here's McCartney into the middle, headed away by Gawkes. McCartney again trying to drive it in. Going to be a throw. This is Tompkins. Here's McCartney. And get it in as quickly as possible, I would have thought. This is O'Neill. Tries to slip it inside the defender. Ian Hart was aware of that danger, and it'll be a... So West Ham ball. I think it's a throw right tight to that corner flag. He needs somebody to come a bit closer to him, Gary O'Neill. Don't think he can throw it quite that far. Gets it back from Faubert. There's Kevin Nolan. Goal kick. Well, should it have been 5 for Reading? This is the goal that was disallowed. Not sure whether it was offside or whether the ball had actually run out behind the goal line, had it? Anyway, after some consultation, the officials disallowed. It's aimed at Bastet. Got a little push in the back there, which they've got away with. No offside flag here, and Robert Green has come right out of his goal to take responsibility. Oh, well, he's kept it in play, but he's given it to Maynard. Oh, he hasn't. It did go out. Now Tompkins floated in over the top of Bastet, headed out by Ian Hart. Here's Roberts. Oh, he was flattened by Collins. Well, there are 6 minutes of added time, but they're slipping away quickly. What an afternoon it's been here. In every sense, a 6-goal thriller. Not over yet, perhaps. Here's Bastet to Kevin Nolan. Good ball in. Oh, what a save! What a save by Federici. Nicky Maynard, who popped up with a terrific chance. And that would have made the last few minutes of added time interesting. Well, all the noise now is coming from those Reading supporters behind that left-hand goal, who've seen their team stage a truly remarkable fight back. Sam pulling up his trousers in a purposeful manner. It was flicked on by Bastet. Here's McAnuff. This is Robson Kanu. Here's Noel Hunt, now out wide left. And this will be a Reading throw. And again, Reading in no great hurry to take the throw in, and the body positions and the mannerisms of the West Ham players confirming that they know it's all over. This is going to be a goal kick. Headed up by Gorks. Here's Robson Kanu, just trying to run it down that left flank. He's still in possession and he's brought down by Faubert. It's going to be a free kick, and that could just about be that. The 6 minutes of added time have virtually been run. And it looks as if Chris Foy showed a yellow card to Faubert for that challenge, which has given Reading this free kick in the last few seconds. And not surprisingly, they've taken it short, and Roberts just come and get it. And there's the final whistle. And if ever a game lived up to its billing, it was this one. Reading with a remarkable 4-2 victory here to continue that run now. 13 victories. 11 victories, rather, in the last 13 games. Truly remarkable as they continue that surge towards the Premier League. Now with a 4-point lead over West Ham. And it's West Ham's inability to win at home in this final third of the season, which means it's the playoffs which could be looming for them. Carlton Cole put West Ham ahead early in the game. Gorks, the central defender, equalised. Then Noel Hunt made it 2-1 at half-time. A Hart penalty made it 3-1 to Reading early in the second half. Vastey pulled one back for West Ham, but just when West Ham thought they might get another and make it level, Leisure Wood made it 4-2. And there's some daylight now between Brian McDermott's Reading and West Ham in third place. 4 points ahead and with a superior goal difference. And no wonder these players are celebrating. It's the Premier League that Reading can see ahead of them. And just looking at their remaining fixtures, they've got to play Southampton in 3 games' time. They may yet have a crack at the Championship itself. Final score here of West Ham 2, Reading 4.